I'm doing okay, I guess. I'm doing better if things are going a little better with this. So, but yeah, I'm just I guess to let you know I'm recording the call just because I'm trying to get records of everything. So,
Okay, I'm doing the same thing, so that's fine.
all right, cool. So yeah, so I called in and I had the deputy call. He was clearly sounded like he talked to somebody else that I'd talked to on another call, and he was clearly like just uh, combative, I guess you say, right from the beginning. And we were trying to go through this process, and he just like flew off the handle and hung up on me basically. So I understand the deputy's positions on what I'm trying to do here, and I get what your Grom says, but it's in opposition of what the state laws are, and so I'm just trying to get this stuff taken care of properly and trying to get you guys to file proper case files for this stuff. So I don't know what I need to do to actually make this happen, but I'm getting real frustrated with the whole situation and the lack uh, of getting anything done, I guess. So that's kind of what I'm calling about. I'm assuming that you've already kind of briefed yourself on the situation, or
A little bit. I understand you have an ongoing custodial issue with your ex-wife,
yes,
Catherine Brown,
right,
and then I think something about tonight. You're supposed to have I don't know what they call it,
court ordered video call,
a video, yes, a video call and everything, and that didn't happen.
correct,
Is what I understand. So, um, and so that's about it. I did talk to the deputy who you talked to this last time,
right,
and he said that he was trying to have like talk to you about things, and he felt that you kept talking over him, and so he told you that he said, according to him, again, I wasn't there for the conversation,
right.
that he was trying to get you to give him a chance to explain what we can and cannot do, and you kept talking over him, so he said that I'm going to end the call now.
That's not quite how that went, but
Okay.
was that call recorded?
No, I don't think he had his camera on,
Right,
unfortunately.
right.
So again, I don't know, but I will definitely have a conversation with him about not hanging up the phone like that and stuff like that. So I can handle that. Now, as for the custodial issue and the parenting plan, things like that, the state law doesn't have any impact on us. Like, we don't get that. That's all civil stuff that you have to go to the courts.
Except for
It's all documented. Every time you call the non-emergency line or 911, they generate a call on our computer screens,
right,
and they put in there what you tell them, and then we also add notes too if it needs it.
right.
And so it is documented in that sense, but there's no actual case report that we write on these because these are civil matters.
But
It's still
so
handled through
is
the court.
okay. I understand that that's how you guys are portraying this, or how you guys are looking at this. Is a RCW that says right in it that it's considered a gross misdemeanor. Is that a civil RCW?
Yeah, that is handled through the courts.
Uh,
So what you're dealing with this parenting plan, that's all handled through the courts. So if your other half or your your ex-wife continues to do this, like I said, so it's documented. It is documented
right.
in
So
the sense that you called. It's on the computer screen. I can give you the CAD number that you called it in tonight.
I've already got that.
Okay, and then you can show that to. I'm assuming you have a lawyer that's helping you out with this.
I do not.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I've spent $100,000 on attorneys, on 4 attorneys fighting this thing, and I've gotten nowhere. So that's part of my frustration with this. Um, the family court system is, I mean, I don't want to get all conspiracy theory or whatever, but it's illegitimate, and it's unconstitutional in the way that they handle the cases, particularly in Washington State and King County. I get zero due process in this through this process, and so you can't get anything done. This a criminal action is going to go through the criminal courts, where you get a trial, and you get to present your case. None of that happens in family court. I don't know if you've ever been to family court, but you go in there, you get a limited number of words to present in a declaration, and you get 5 minutes to speak your case. You can't bring in any witnesses, you can't cross-reference your accuser. There's none of that stuff, and so it's a joke. And if I want to get a contempt order, yes, then that goes through the civil portion, and that's how that works. The RCWs, in the way this is the way that our laws are written, this is a criminal offense. There's nothing that I've seen or found, and I've asked every officer that I've talked to, show me the RCWs that says that this is a civil offense that needs to go through family court, and there isn't one. I understand that your GROM tells you not to do anything about it. However, the King County Sheriff's Office, as much as they may like to, doesn't write our legislature and doesn't write our laws. And your basic, I mean, it's your GROM is flat in opposition to what the laws are written up as. So, I don't know what else to do short of, if I have to get an attorney, I'm going to get an attorney to sue the King County Sheriff's Office for not doing these properly, and an injunction to actually file the cases the way they need to be done, so that I can get a criminal conviction on this. So then maybe I can get some traction in family court. But this isn't going. I mean, I'm putting a case together for family court, but this is not a civil matter. This is a criminal matter, and I would like it to be handled as such.
Okay, so I get what you're saying, and we go by our GOM. That's what our policies are. That's what we go by. We also go by RCW, yes, but we primarily go by our GOM. The only way that we write a report is after the civil court has said that yes, you show them the CAD, you present the CAD numbers, they can do the PDR request on this. The people, I don't know who runs like the CPS or whoever does the civil court, the family court itself. They can get all the CADs, they can see all this, and then when they determine that this is a violation of this and it's become a criminal court, then we get involved. At this point in time, we don't get involved in this until the courts have deemed this to be a criminal matter.
All right. So, I mean, if you listen to what you just said, it goes to court and then comes back to you, and then goes back to court. Like that's backwards. That doesn't even make sense.
Because it's civil. It's civil, sir.
It's
not criminal. There's two different courts. There's a civil court. There's a criminal court.
Right. And does civil courts deal with gross misdemeanors and felonies?
It's still a civil matter, sir.
It's all right. It's not a civil matter. It's criminal.
It is a civil matter.
All right.
It's a civil matter.
All right. Well, you're wrong. So I mean, I guess I don't know. Can you show me other than your GROM, which seems to be trying to write legislature rather than procedures?
No.
Can you show me an RCW or something in our laws that shows or that says that this is a civil matter?
I don't have that in front of me at this point in time.
No. Can you get that for me?
No, it would take me a very long time to look that up myself.
Well, I mean, I've tried to look it up myself, and it doesn't seem to exist. So you seem to be going off of some presumption that this RCW or these laws exist, but it seems to be like it's just going to your the King County Sheriff's Office is just trying to write their own laws, and
we're not trying to write our own laws. We have our policies. That's what we're going through. That's what we're going by.
Right, but your policies don't align with the laws. So you're
there's a lot of police departments that have that issue.
Does that make it does that make it correct? Does that make it right?
I didn't say it does or it doesn't. I'm saying
that's
what we go by for our policy is, sir.
Well, I understand that, but you use that as an excuse to justify why you guys do that.
It's not an excuse. I'm just telling you what we do as a department.
Right. So what do we have to do to make this so that you guys will do your job and uphold the RCWs?
That's what I'm saying. I think the deputies have tried to explain it to you. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. You have to get the courts to say, yes, this is a violation of your parenting plan, because whatever your parenting plan is, that's all handled through civil. That's not through criminal. We don't get involved in those.
You don't get involved with writing a parenting plan, but this has nothing to do with the parenting plan. I
don't get involved in enforcing parenting plans either.
Well, this isn't even enforcing a parenting plan. I mean, if you just read the RCWs, it's the RCW says that this is a criminal matter. It says this is a gross misdemeanor for withholding a child.
They're not withholding a child.
She is withholding a child.
No, she's not. It's her child as well as your child. It's a parenting plan that she has decided that she doesn't want to abide by anymore. So that's why you have to go back to the criminal court, the civil court, and say that she's not abiding by the parenting plan that we have agreed upon in this court. And then they turn in. That's when the civil court says, okay, that's a criminal violation, and then we get involved.
But the police the police don't get involved after a court has already made an order on something.
This is plans are civil.
If you were, well, yes, the parenting plan is civil, but the law is not. A parent of a child is guilty of custodial interference in the second degree if the parent takes, entices, retains, detains, or conceals a child, which she's concealing my child with the intent to deny access. She's intending to deny access from the other parent, having the lawful right to time, which I have the lawful right to time, with the child pursuant to a court order making residential provisions for the child. It doesn't have anything to do with writing a court order. Creating the court order, creating the parenting plan is civil. What she's doing is criminal.
The only time that we get involved is she takes a kid, kidnaps the kid essentially, or takes him out of the state, your child out of state, without permission, which is a violation of whatever your order is at that point in time.
Well, that's custodial interference.
For her to just simply not allow the FaceTime to happen, you have to go through the courts first before we get involved. I'm just simply trying to explain to you the path that we have to take.
Well, you're right. You're explaining the path that the King County Sheriff's Office has decided to take, that is trying to be above and beyond what the legislature has said what you're supposed to take.
Okay.
I'm just trying to all I'm trying to do is I'm following the law. I'm trying to follow the law. She's refused to do this this whole process that we've dealt with this for the last 2 years. I'm just trying to get the law upheld.
I understand that you're in a difficult situation. I have empathy for you in that. However,
try going through the family courts, and you'll have a very different perspective on that.
I can't speak on that because I don't have to deal. I have never had to deal with family court.
Right.
But I can only tell you what we do as a department, and I can tell you what other departments that I've talked to are on the same boat that we are in. So it's not just the King County Sheriff's Officer.
Well, again, you're trying to use that as a justification on why you guys don't. I don't care what other departments do.
I'm telling you what we do.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm telling you that it's not. It's a violation of what the legislature has. You guys are writing your own legislature.
No, sir, we're not. We're writing our policy.
You are. You're like, well, the legislature says we're going to do this, but we're going to do something different because we don't want to deal with it. I mean, that's literally what King County's the sheriff's office is doing. So, I mean, I just want to have a proper police report done on this. Like, if you would, stop playing judge and jury, and
I'm not playing judge and jury.
I mean, you kind of are. I mean, you're telling me these things, but you're not an attorney.
I'm going to stop you right there. You're right. I'm not an attorney. I'm not playing judge and jury. I didn't accuse you of doing anything, so don't accuse me of doing anything, first and foremost. Second of all, we've done our CAD notes. It's been documented in CAD, so it has been documented. That is considered a viable police report. Our CAD that they generate the calls, that is a legal police report right there. It's not the traditional that you are thinking of, where you type one up and has a case number or anything like that, but this is still considered a legal report. It is a legal police document, so it has been legally documented. That is for your records, for you to take to the court and say, this is what's going on. The courts look at that and they go, this is in violation of this parenting plan. This is now a criminal matter. Then we get involved. I am not playing judge and jury. I don't appreciate being accused of playing judge and jury. I don't appreciate being accused of rewriting the law. It's not what I do. I am simply following what our policy is and what we do.
I'm not saying that you specifically are rewriting the laws, but the King County Sheriff's Office clearly is in their
Okay.
Grom.
Is there anything else I can help you out with tonight, sir?
Yes, you could write a proper police report, a proper case.
No, sir.
Right.
I already told you what we've done for the night, and that's where we're at.
All right. So who is your supervisor that I can go above and to try to get something done here?
You can call our IIU office and you can talk to them.
All right. I will give them a call tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Have a good night. Best of luck.
Thanks.